choose.
Oh, my language!
Your language.
Language chosen.
All right, language is chosen. Hi there. Good morning, afternoon, or evening.
This is a teen-rated game, just in case everyone's, like, coming in late and has no idea and doesn't look at the title, and this is where you can basically try to romance your dreams and all your broken hearts. Yaoi Beast Boys!
Yes, so this is a bunch of kemonomimi boys.
Which...
It says it is only teen
no.
rated, which I don't know what means necessarily. Oh no, it's a download.
Oh, lordy.
But we will be right back.
Wait, no.
Don't push it buttons. Don't push me buttons. Anyway, before we touch anything, we don't know what the content of this game is. It will be written in the description down below if we've encountered anything. But just so you're warned, teen content.
Yep.
Got it?
And again, the reason why we also wanted to bring this up is because socially for me, growing up for years, and I'm pretty sure for cute little Lies over here, because I'm Scandal. Well, Yaoi isn't
not explicit.
Is it not explicit?
It is not softcore. It is hardcore. But this game is not supposed to be hardcore.
So I'm a little confused.
I think it's a misuse of the name, but I thought the name sounded freaking hilarious in the Play Store, so that is why I got it. I wasn't trying to find porn, just so
everybody knows. We were just looking for Otome games because we were giggling. And so going, hey look, representation.
This came up under Otome games, and we thought we'd put some cute boys together. All right, here we go.
It's that time again. I'm sick of all this overtime. You know, the street has always struck me as kind of spooky. There's never anyone walking around here at this hour. Oh, hey, someone just came around that corner. Looks a little unsteady. Maybe he's drunk?
You look really like, whoa.
No, he's got his hand on his chest. It seems like he's in pain, so that might not be it.
You're about to encounter your first choice. It's up to you how to respond. Okay.
How to respond?
Call out to him? Don't call out to him.
He looks like he's in pain, so I would imagine as a concerned citizen, I'd be like, yo,
Yeah,
we're gonna call out to him.
Let's do it. Hey!
Or, hey, are you okay?
I'm fine. Let me be.
You expect me to just leave you here alone when you're staggering around like this? If there's something wrong, I can call you an ambulance.
Unfortunately, there's nothing the hospital can do for me. Understand? Get away from me if you don't want to end up this way yourself.
Huh? What do you...
Irk. Ugh. Flump. It's it. It's the werewolf syndrome. It's the cute ear syndrome.
Hey, are you okay? I rush over and call out to him, but the man just pants heavily as if he was having trouble breathing. But before long, I can't even feel him breathing anymore. Oh, no way! Hey, keep breathing! Damn it, he's unconscious! He needs an ambulance! Hurriedly, I take out my phone and dial the emergency number.
Good job. Oh, the little phone sound. That was cute. The little phone sound.
Hello? What is your emergency? There's this guy here who just collapsed. He's unconscious and he's not breathing. Please hurry. We're in an alleyway off the right side of 1st Street.
Excellent.
Understood. Please remain calm. We will dispatch an ambulance immediately. Are you an acquaintance of the man who has collapsed?
No.
No, I can see something that looks like a wallet in the man's pocket. Maybe there's something in there that will reveal his identity.
Search your man's pocket?
Yeah,
we would search him because that could help. He might have like a medic alert bracelet or something.
Since it's an emergency, I pull out the wallet and check its contents. But I can't find an ID or anything. Is this medicine? There's a small sealed plastic bag containing a single pill.
Oof.
This isn't some kind of dangerous drug, is it? Anyway, maybe I'd better not touch it for now.
Good idea, but your face did not line up with that dialogue at all.
Yes? If possible, please perform chest compressions and artificial respiration. If he doesn't get a flow of oxygen, he is at risk of dying. Got it. This is going to take up both my hands, so I'm hanging up for now.
Or you could just set the phone down.
Or you could really just put the phone down. You can actually have people, they will actually, in emergency services, they will actually talk you through on how to perform CPR on someone. It's actually really interesting.
So you can put them on speaker,
yeah,
if it's appropriate to do so based on your environment, and you can get continual help from them, but also it can help them have a continuous update for the people who are coming to meet you.
Yeah,
of what's
pretty much,
going
because
on.
they will be in contact with the other people. So it's actually usually really important to stay in contact with them unless you really just have nothing else.
You look so worried.
So first, chest compressions. Okay, I can do this. After all, I just took an emergency first response training course at work.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
I performed chest compressions several times, but there is no response. Looks like I'll have to do artificial respiration too. Though they have actually proven that artificial respiration actually really doesn't do anything.
You're kidding. As far as
I'm not kidding, actually. It's a thing. Like, they actually talked about it going, it's not as useful as they made it out to be. It is more useful to do the chest compressions over doing the air.
Interesting. I was not aware of that, so I will have to look
As
into
far
this.
as I've ever heard.
I was
But I
saying-
could be wrong.
But I think from what I've heard, it depends on the situation. Chest compressions keeping the heart beating, and so I don't know, but that's interesting. So don't quote either of us, but go find out for yourself how CPR
Educate
works
yourself.
and whether or not chest compressions versus inhaling. But what is important is to use a barrier if you have one.
Yes.
To use a respirative barrier. That way you're not putting your saliva on their saliva.
Because you don't know if they're sick or they've
You
got
don't know
drugs
what's
or...
going on. So the thing is you can actually get a tiny little breather barrier and keep it in your pocket. It's about the size of an alcohol wipe, and they are super helpful. You just plap it on the person's face, and then you can help them breathe.
Go to town.
Yep, and then you can stay safe as well.
Yep, that's it. Keep the airway open, block the nose, open the mouth, and I softly cover his lips with mine.
Because that's important.
Because this is really creepy
really
experience to
gently.
have right now.
Oh dear.
Whew. I went on yesterday, but at least today I am able to get home without any incident.
All right, so that was yesterday.
A beautiful full moon looked in through a window with the curtains thrown open.
Whoosh.
The full moon seems especially big tonight. What the? My heart, it hurts!
That's because you sucked face with him instead of using a breathing barrier?
Yeah, no kidding. A searing pain envelops my whole body. What is this? What the hell is...
You're wearing the same suit, I'm sorry,
Ding
dude.
dong.
Ding dong. Someone knows. Jackson.
Come on, Jackson.
Ding dong. Ding dong. That's a lot of ding dong.
So many
Someone's
ding
in a
dong.
hurry. Ding 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 ding. Jackson, you there?
Oh, it's Ian. That's right. We had plans. One pain like this. After I curl myself up and endure the pain for a little while, it starts to fade. What was that?
Jackson.
Yeah, me right there.
Ow.
Tell your friend.
Yeah.
I walk towards the entranceway. Along the way, I happen to catch sight of myself in the bathroom mirror, and my blood runs cold. There were dog-like ears sprouting from the top of my head, and a fluffy tail behind me.
Whoa. Oh, look at him.
The hell? There's a sensation in both the ears and the tail. Does that mean they're growing out of me? Don't tell me I've caught that anthro virus. I heard that it's been spreading around the city lately, but you're supposed to be okay if you don't come into contact with the mucous membranes of the infected.
Oh, it's that.
no.
That's it. Breathing barrier.
Okay, I'm gonna be terrible because my first thought is going, are we really making a weird sort of, let's sexify HIV?
We might be. Or going, by the way, STDs.
Yes.
We are kind of going, let's make an STD hot and turn the boys into animals. That is this game. Welcome to this game, my friends.
Woo! This game!
Rated teen for turning STDs into sexy ears and tail.
Sexy transmitted disease.
Sexy.
At that moment. Also, by the way, STDs are extremely dangerous. Please take care of yourself.
Be safe.
God, please,
Wow.
guys.
And
wow.
they're not all only sexually transmitted, which is again
That's what makes it. It's
mentioned
actually a misnomer.
barrier. It's just usually mucous membrane contact swapping. So yes, kissing in some cases with some things. Yes. Anyway, go ahead.
At that moment, the image of my life-saving efforts from the night before flashed through my head.
Whoosh.
Could he have been infected?
You look totally like.
You
eh,
gotta
could
be
you have
kidding me. When is this gonna go back to normal?
Hey, Jackson, something wrong?
I would imagine your friend, especially considering that you passed out on the ground didn't pass out, but fell
you
on the ground
curled
and
up
curled
on
up
it?
for a
I'm like,
while.
dude, what's
You're
going on?
extremely patient. Yeah, it's a major emergency. I need you to help me.
In a
Panic! I fumble to open the front door.
A major emergency? What kind of... Whoa, what's going on with...
I have no idea. I suddenly wound up like...
You're lucky that it coordinates with your outfit, dude. You should
No
be grateful.
shit! It's probably because his hair.
It probably is. Jackson?
It's nothing. Why is my body aching like this? It's just Ian.
Oh dear.
What? Oh dear.
Jackson, are you okay? If you're in pain, you should at least sit down on the sofa.
You're correct. No, just don't touch me right now.
But you can hardly stand up straight. Come on, just take my hand.
The moment Ian's hand touches my shoulder, I slam the door shut and violently push him down the hallway.
Ah! Ow! Hey Jackson, are you alright? If your symptoms are all that serious, we should call an ambulance right away.
I don't need an ambulance. I'm going to kiss you!
I'm going to infect you!
Because that's how this works!
Yes!
So anyway, this is going to descend really fast, so I don't know what this... You're here. That's all I need.
What's going on with you? tell me you... Look, just get off of me. You're about to make your first premium choice. Some choices cost rubies. These can let you access exclusive scenes and improve your relationship with your love interest. Is that my love interest? He was just my friend a little bit ago, so...
I know, I'm like, I
don't think he's my interest yet. I do as he asks because he is a friend.
He's your friend!
I have to pay premium currency to molest my friend against his wishes?
Okay, this isn't just molesting.
Okay, I'm going to pay money to be able to rape my friend.
Woo!
Alright, so
what?
We're not going to pay this because that is no consent. Like, wow.
And again, you gotta understand, I don't want to shame anybody. If you go for that path, I'm not gonna blame you. But I don't want to do that personally.
This is a fictional story, and in fictional stories, you can enjoy and indulge in non-consent if you so desire. So, if that is one of your things, that is okay in a fictional setting where it harms no one. However, in this case, I don't want to pursue that path because I don't want to be that person.
I don't want to share that necessarily. That feels really personal. And again, the thing about, so this is always weird because I feel like people are so judgy about it nowadays, and that bothers me, of going, a lot of people, you read fiction to escape reality.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you do it to try to explain reality. Sometimes people have harmful things, but you shouldn't have to justify doing something that you find entertaining with yourself, by yourself, with your own shit. Now again, I encourage you though to look at why maybe you enjoy this stuff, or what's going on, but...
Or just realizing that
it's not necessarily in a vacuum. You know, it's not basically an experience that exists out of nowhere.
If this were real people, that is serious non-consent, and he should not be doing that. And his friend shouldn't have to go through it. So I would tend to say that if I were being this character and I were playing them in a story, I would have him pull himself together because he cares about who he is and his friend. And he's going to do as his friend asks.
And also, for me, again, it's just like, if you want to do it, fine. I'm sorry. Why the hell would I do something like that?
You must be pretty confused yourself. I'll leave you be for tonight.
Ian straightens out his disheveled clothes and leaves. Seriously, why did I don't even feel that way about Ian. He's my best friend.
I just was horny as shit from this damn
Does
sexy
it have to
virus.
do with this form I turned into? And my 4 ears?
Sexy virus? Ding dong.
More ding-dongs?
Going up the door. Just say that the door is unlocked.
Go and open the door.
Let's answer it. We don't know who it is.
I don't, but I'm also like, don't say the door is unlocked. Good lordy.
The door is unlocked. I'm on the couch.
I'm ready. Ian, look, seriously,
Huh?
Who are you?
Oh, what? Don't tell me you forgot. We just met yesterday.
Yesterday? Wait. You were that guy? You're looking so much healthier now that I didn't recognize you.
You really helped me out yesterday. I wanted to thank you again. I'm Alex, by the way. I found out where you lived by stalking you. Oh.
That's creepy. I'm Jackson. How did you know I was here, though?
He immediately gets that, I'm Jackson look. Well, I started to wonder whether the unthinkable might have happened. So, just in case, I looked you up. As part of that, I decided to come see what was going on with you today. Sure enough, it looks like you got infected.
I see. So you're the reason for this.
That means you have some notion of your current situation.
Well, considering the way I look, there's pretty much only one explanation. It's the anthrovirus, right?
Bingo! You hit the nail right on the head.
Cut the crap. It's your fault this happened to me.
Your ears should go down grumpily. You should have grumpy ears.
Grumpy ears indeed.
That's exactly why I came to see you. Though maybe I was just a little bit too late.
You're still creepy. You still followed me, but that's okay. What does that mean?
That guy who ran out of this apartment, you attacked him, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I figured. Well, when you transform, you find yourself driven by the urge to attack, regardless of who it is. Ask
him
why he knows so much. Don't ask. I would ask. That's a premium choice I can get on board with.
That's a premium choice I can get. Let's just do it, because I don't know how much.
I don't know. Let's see. It's because a lot of time has passed since I first became infected.
You've been fighting this virus for that long? Whatever long period
However
of time
long that was?
Like, it's a year!
Yeah. My symptoms first showed up when I was 19. I was attacked by a transformed upperclassman in a college lab. How old are you now? You look 19. You look 15.
Okay, I'm getting some weird, like, the gay is transmissible. Again, like,
Transmittable? Yeah. Yeah, that seems like it. It's
anyway,
okay, it'll make you attack anyone, especially boys.
pretty much.
Which means I've been fighting it for 5 years now. Oh, you're 24. There we are.
Oh, okay. You say that like it's nothing. I would have been totally lost. 19? You were just a kid still. Getting infected then must have been bewildering as hell.
At first, yes. But upperclassman explained a lot of it to me, that upperclassman. And he helped me take care of my sexual urges while I was transformed. Whoa, that's a lot of personal information, dude.
Hi?
Like, is that important? So, when I think back on it, I guess it wasn't really that bad. Because, you know, at least I was getting laid. Yeah, good response, dude. Hey, what's with that look? What are you surprised about?
Well, I mean, the part about helping you deal with stuff, not exactly something you normally talk about, is it?
Thanks for calling that out.
Jesus.
It's an unavoidable topic when it comes to this virus. What? You didn't like hearing about it?
There's also the thing of
Whoa.
going, I'm like, if this has been a big deal for a while, this would have come up in basically news reports, something like that.
And
of
so
like,
something this virus does is makes you unbelievably horny while you have it.
Yeah.
That would be one of the standard symptoms. In the same way they have disclaimers at the end of drug commercials, may cause blah 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 vomiting and, you know, a jaundice and, you know, death or serious illness.
Might cause any of the above, up to and including death. Well, thanks.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not interested in how other people take care of stuff like that.
I just thought you might want to use it as reference.
That's not the kind of reference I'm looking for.
I
Wow,
want
this doesn't-
grumpy ears. Every time you make that face, I want your ears to move. Like, come on. Really? What did you want to ask me then? That's all I thought was important
I
about the
invaded
virus.
your space. What's wrong with you?
But I thought that was really the important thing.
After you were infected, did your symptoms show up right away, like mine?
Yep. Though I think there's a little bit of variation from person to person where that's concerned.
Huh? But why would you know about that part too? The personal variations. Wow, you seem like a creepy-ass stalker, dude.
Of course I would. I was in the lab in the first place because I was researching this virus when you were 19. Nice.
So you're a researcher at your young age?
Or at your historically young age. Young? I'm 24. And I'm not a researcher. I'm a doctor.
So
Man,
you're
you
a
went
creep.
fast.
A doctor. A doctor who's researching the anthrovirus.
And fucking your lab mates. Oh,
No shit, right?
it's not that unusual for a doctor to research viruses and participate in the development of medicines.
I don't know much about all that, but how can you work on research and development when you've been infected with the virus yourself? Isn't that called sort of crossing a line of impersonal and it's too familiar?
There can be some level of that. However, there are a lot of old scientists who did in fact infect themselves to try and cure themselves. So this is totally in the realms of acceptable. However, the story is a little weird.
This, really? You think this isn't all, like, contrived?
What do you mean?
Well, like, there'd be a problem if your symptoms showed up, right?
No, that's not a problem. I have a sense of my transformation cycle. It's like menstruation.
It was great. I know when it happens. Gotcha. So when you've been infected for a long time, you start to figure out what that cycle is.
Exactly.
You're pretty impressive. Not letting the infection get you down, but searching for a way to treat it. Also, why am I not jumping your bones if what you say is completely accurate?
It's only right when you transform, apparently.
Oh, well,
It's not that impressive. It's for my sake, anyway. And since I'm infected, I'm comfortable doing experiments on myself. There's the old doctor mentality.
right?
If I used other people, it would involve a whole lot of annoying applications and approvals and such. I can fuck myself up without other people's permission.
I guess, but you're testing all of it by yourself?
Yep, I can do all the tests I want whenever I want, so I'm pretty relaxed about it.
So you say you're relaxed, but you aren't scared of what could happen if you fail.
I'm sorry, I'm getting this thing of just like them talking to us, the watcher, and switching back and forth, going, here, look, I'll walk forward and talk to you. No, I will now move forward and talk to you. And like, also them looking side-eye at each other, like, we'll stand here facing the living room, side-eyeing each other in conversation. Nope, I mean, I don't like the thought of harming my body, but...
Right. But from what you're telling me, it sounds like you've been doing this research for a pretty long time.
Not really. I started when I was about 20, so I guess this is my 4th year at it.
4 years? How far have you gotten with researching a cure in that time?
right now, I'm working on finding antibodies and running all sorts of tests on them.
So it sounds like you've reached a pretty good point.
You could call it good, but I had to think about how the medicine might interact with other medicines and so on, so there's still a pretty long way to go. Actually, that was the reason for what happened yesterday. I was drunk off my ass. I mean, stoned to high heaven. I mean...
That was what had you so close to death?
Yes! Well, I took some cold medicine yesterday. I guess its compatibility with the virus medication isn't that great. Huh.
It looked a little worse than not that great. Can combining medicines really have that serious of an effect? Yes! Oh my god, that is
actually
accurate.
So this is a boy that is healthy and has health privilege because he doesn't know about combining medicines. Good job for him.
Good for you, but wow, that is actually a huge goddamn problem.
Yes, you gotta be careful. I was surprised too. I really was lucky that you happened to be there.
Sounds like you're a shitty... I'm sorry. You're a shit doctor. Anyway. It's a good thing I had only just finished my first responder training course.
Yes, truly. I'm grateful.
If you're that grateful, then tell me this. What's going to happen to me now?
You look like a wolf, so from now on, whenever there's a full moon, you're going to attack someone.
No way.
Hey, it's too early to get depressed. After all, I happen to have some medicine that will suppress your symptoms to a certain extent whenever you transform.
Really? Please, you have to share some of it with me.
Sure, there's just one condition.
A condition? You mean, like, I can have an option bar that will pop up and we'll go, nope, not gonna do this?
So I should pay you for it, because you
right?
know.
Well, I guess I just can't get it for free. Tell me.
Yes. As a condition for my giving you this medicine, every single night there's a full moon, you have to kiss me.
You are a creep.
You are a total... it's a choice. You've reached the end of the episode. Restart this episode to try another choice, or continue on to... Well, let's continue on.
Continue on.
Loading. Unconditional.
So, what are you thinking of this so far? Honestly,
so far, I'm like, this feels like... Okay, so we've done a couple of dating games at this point.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like none of them are a natural romance. They feel like a speed run to the boner to me.
You are not wrong.
That doesn't sound like just basically speed run to get you hooked up with someone, not build a relationship. And what I really want is just characters to start liking each other, not to be so focused on sex.
Which is really frustrating, it's true.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that sex is a bad experience, but also going that everyone goes that a relationship is about sex. It always will contain sex. It always is basically going to be a large focus of the relationship.
Or getting to the sex, if the relationship is even going to have it. And so what frustrates me about these is, like, if you're going to do a speed run, establish that these characters know each other, establish that they're familiar, and establish that something has just changed where they're suddenly aware of a different kind of tension, and then go for it. Not, you're a total stranger, I'm uncomfortable with the way this is going, but suddenly all I want to do is think of every new person I meet as a relationship possibility. That's the thing where you get an issue
It also feels very dehumanizing. And again, I understand this is fiction for me, but I'm like...
It's a salesman mentality.
Yes!
Every single person you look at is a prospect, potential prospect. I can't make friends, I can't get to know you, whoops, I can't throw the tablet.
And of course I pap through things because you're a dork.
Anyway, that basically you have this experience of, I gesture a lot when I talk. That if every single person is a potential mark, you never get any true relationship.
Wow, that's super gaslighty.
All right.
Of course you would rather keep talking here and let the neighbors hear about all this. It's no big deal to me.
But...
Wow!
All right, so we moved in. Of course. If you would rather keep talking about it here and let the neighbors hear about all this, it's no big deal to me, but...
Wow! Okay, so the reason I'm pointing out, again, this is fine to have this in fiction, but the one reason why I say examine what you're reading or engaging with sometimes is because you will run into crap like this and going, if you see this behavior in real people, this is not okay. Fantasy, fine. Again, it's fantasy, it's fiction, it's made up.
But if someone's actually going, oh, well, if you want fill in the blank, that's manipulative, put it down.
Yeah, this is not okay. Fine. You can come in for now.
Thanks. Don't mind if I do.
Actually, I would kick you out, but okay. Boot the dude. Back inside the apartment, we sit down next to each other on the couch. So, why do I have to kiss you?
It's to activate the medicine.
What do you mean?
In order to activate the medicine, you have to ingest the saliva of an infected person. Why won't my own saliva work, dude?
My own saliva clearly isn't infected enough.
Is of an infected person. And, by the way, the medicine can only work while you're transformed. So, do you see why it's limited to nights with a full moon? Believe him. Doubt him.
I'm gonna doubt his
I want
damn
to doubt
ass.
his damn ass. We do not know this guy.
I do not know this dude, and also he's forcing crap, and again, manipulative behavior. And again, it's okay to enjoy this. I cannot.
Right now, go in a different direction.
Is all of that really true?
Of course. I'm speaking from experience. So, there's no mistake about it.
Oh, so but you were experimenting on yourself, or so who were you kissing? Yourself?
Nope, it's my lab partner.
After right.
The one
But
who
I have
gave me the
no
virus.
way of knowing whether or not it's the truth. It's possible you're saying stuff like that in an attempt to trick me.
You seem like you've got quite a bit of confidence in yourself. You think I have some kind of ulterior motive in wanting to kiss you?
Wait, now it went from that you'll need to kiss me to now it's a want to kiss you?
So yes, now I feel
Now.
like you definitely do. Because you know what? You could cut and swab and stick it in my face.
Yeah.
Ha!
Mr. Doctor?
Mr. Doctor who doesn't know how to transfer saliva except through a kiss?
Pretty much.
Don't glare at me like that. What I'm telling you about the medicine is true. I mean, all you can do is believe me.
No,
And
I
you
don't
also-
have to.
And you also have to forget the existence of cotton swabs and other methods of transferring saliva.
There's also the fact that I have to forget that if this disease has been around for a while, this virus has been around for a while, guess what? Other people have also researched this. Bullshit.
I'm
Sorry.
not in a vacuum by myself researching this, but I'd like you to think I am.
But I don't even know you. If I'm gonna have to do something like that every time, I don't need any medicine.
Oh, I mean, it makes no difference to me, but how are you planning on living without the medicine? Like I am right this second, dude?
Like, holy shit.
Every single time there's a full moon, you'll find yourself seething with an uncontrollable lust. At least right when you first transform, because apparently passed really
Yeah, no,
quickly.
I'm like that. It passes really fast, it seems. And also, by the way, by making the power of a choice, I can say no.
Uh-huh, I can. And I
Actually.
can also be like, hey, I can read the lunar calendar and I can choose to stay home that day.
Yeah, and you can be like,
And you know
this
what
is
I
my
can
condition.
do? I can bone myself!
Woo! Self-love! I am a big proponent
Look
of
at
that.
me! I will take care of myself and my condition by planning appropriately with my schedule.
I can be responsible, yeah. Like, really? Still, if it's a matter of kissing you otherwise, I think I can endure that much.
Really? You're that confident that you could withstand it the next time, even though you just attacked that guy? I'm impressed.
Wow, you're a dick.
Wow, I thought you had no self-control at all. I didn't expect you to have
From
resolve.
what you've just told me, I just have to shut myself up in my apartment every full moon without going outside or seeing anyone, right?
I don't know if it's that simple. Well, you can do whatever you like.
God, you are such a manipulative little bitch.
Or, I mean, I can play it differently verbally, but... With
No.
that, Alex leans in close to me,
Smiling
smiling seductively,
seductively.
because he has a fucking ulterior motive. I mean, I really do want to kiss you. Your ears, I can't get over them. But I'm also looking forward to seeing the moment when that self-assurance of yours crumbles. So I think I'll leave it at that for today. Oh my god.
Wow.
I not only think you're sexy and I want to dehumanize you, but I also want to see you break.
That
That
would be
sounds hot.
awesome. Again, fantasy, fine. But, like, in context of me going, I'm going this more for a real person angle, this would be inappropriate.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
signs for people to be aware of with real people. Don't do this.
That is a warning sign,
Faster than I can pull myself away, Alex's lips brush against mine.
which does not do saliva.
Thump. I reflexively shove him away, and Alex returns to his original position, laughing delightedly.
He sounds
This
sadistic.
is a manipulative, sadistic person. Like,
Yes.
wow.
Thump.
Stop screwing around.
Oh, I'm not screwing around. I'm extremely serious. You're exactly my type, you know?
Wow!
Since when?
I refuse to get involved with someone like you? Also, you don't even know what I like.
You don't even know
What
who
the
I am.
fuck?
When I say you're my type, what I mean is visually. And the fact that you'll help strangers to the point of compromising your own safety. That's hot. You also ignored my own consent when I told you to go away, even though I was in compromised state, and I like that too.
Decent human behavior just really turns on my puppet master vibes. Whee!
Is that so? Well, if you change your mind, get in touch.
No. As he stands up, Alex slips a small, folded-up sheet of paper into my pocket. His fingertips head off in a dangerous direction, and I jerk his hand away, flustered. It's just
Wow.
creepy and a bit. Again,
I'm just
the
gonna
gay man
invade your
predatory,
Okay, so Gay men can have healthy relationships with good boundaries, clear communication, and both sides consenting.
Yeah, and again, I'm like, this is...
I feel like this is more offensive, not because it's a fictional game, but because yaoi specifically, or shonen ai, often deals with, which is the non-explicit, which this is more like at this point, deals a lot with unequal power balances and with non-consent being forced to basically post-coital consent or post-access consent, which is inappropriate for real people. And since there is very little relatively gay content, it is a large portion of how it's represented.
Mm-hmm.
And having healthy gay representation, especially for male couples, can be really, really important.
Mm-hmm. And again, this is why they'll keep going in the corner going, fiction is fine, and if you want to have this is why I'm going, like, a lot of these I feel like is much better for a private experience. Sharing this with a bunch of people is
Sort of
weird. My friend
endorse it.
lies. This is kind of weird to be like, let's share this with you.
Are you sure? Let's share our porn, except for it's not really porn, but hey.
It kind of feels like it's trying to go there too, because this is the thing that people like talking about yaoi or about boys love or about shonen ai. A lot of it is a very much mental game, which is one of the things where people go, well, that makes it dumb or stupid or weird or whatever, and it's like,
But you're already in the space to be ready for it, usually when you pick up the material.
No kidding. What was that?
My contact information. I wouldn't want you to be without it. Well, see you again.
Except you could just find me again like the asshole you are, unless I move! There's never gonna be an again. Get out.
Also, if we're being a shitlord, I don't know what my other dateable options are yet, so go away, dude. I need to see my choices. Choices, I need them.
I need him. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Alex heads for the hallway, laughing like a maniac. Finally, I hear the front door shut.
From my apartment that's so big I can't see the
God,
front door.
what the hell is going on? I'm not into
I'm so
it.
exasperated I'm gonna talk to myself.
Pretty much. We've already skipped.
Wow,
this isn't
we
good.
skipped ahead to the next month and he's already bad at planning.
What? That's ridiculous. This isn't good. It's a full moon, but I've run late doing overtime. I have to hurry and get home before I transform. This pain. Crap. At least I have to go somewhere without any people around.
Jackson?
Ian, why are you... Oh, never mind. Really, I need to apologize for what I did. It was way out of line. It was a month ago, but, you know...
And I haven't seen you since.
For some fucking reason.
Which is why you look super surprised, and I haven't apologized to you, because probably I work 4 part-time jobs to pay for my apartment and my clothes.
Probably.
No, it's okay. You weren't in your right mind because of the virus. I'm about to not be in it again. More importantly, are you feeling sick or something? You're sweating a ton. Reveal that you're on the verge of transformation. Yes.
Yeah, so you're
Tell him, which should also...
give him information. Going, I'm going to tell you what's going on. Don't hide shit from people.
Especially if they are actually your friends. On the other hand, if you tell that you're on the verge of a transformation, is it going to get creepy? But let's see what happens.
Let's try revealing that we're on there. I think those symptoms from before are about to show up again. I may transform in a few minutes.
What? Then if you're in a place like this, that means you're not safe.
I might start attacking people indiscriminately.
How can you be laughing about this? Come on, let's get you somewhere you can rest.
No, I can't cause you any more trouble than I already have. See you later.
Hey, where are you going? That's not the way home. I'm just trying to get out of away from you. Because I don't want to assault my friend again. Irk. There you are.
Why are you here? What, do you want to be attacked again?
Not exactly, but I couldn't just leave you alone. I'm your friend.
If that's how you feel, please just leave me.
Don't talk like that. Here, hold on to me. I'll see you home.
Ian offers his hand to me. Don't take his hand.
Don't take his hand. I would tend to say don't take his hand simply because
I mean, we can't afford it anyway, so...
I mean, we could probably go get it with ads and stuff.
Yeah,
but the
true.
thing is, I would say don't take his hand because you're trying to establish a good boundary and he's not understanding, it seems, what your issue is. He doesn't understand what kind of trouble you're having. I feel like they're trying to write him as super innocent instead of him going, so what makes you attack?
Don't take his hand. You ought to be a little more careful. I'm not a normal human anymore.
I know that, but I can't help it. This is how I've always been. You're a nice boy.
You are a nice guy. That could cause some problems. Anyway, I'm going home. Seeing you... This guy's calming me down.
Excellent.
Yeah! See, it works.
Really? I guess it's weird to say. Glad to hear it. But I guess it's good, since that means you won't attack some stranger.
You are almost infuriatingly good-natured. Someone is gonna take advantage of you one of these days.
That is not true. People are good people.
I don't know about that. Let me take you home. I'm worried about you. What? What?
I thought I was supposed to be the one taking you home.
Well, right. Well, let's just go back anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. She's like,
Come to think of it, I wonder whether he might be infected. I did kiss him the first time I transformed.
oh.
I mean, it sounds kind of invasive. I would imagine if he's your friend, he would bring it up. Like, that seems silly.
It would sort of, yeah, I was gonna say it would depend on your relationship. Additionally, right now, you should be focusing on yourself. I don't think it's a good time to ask if he's infected.
No shit.
Additionally, you're out in the open, so if for any reason, like, you're not in a safe space where these kind of questions are private and can be expressed appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
So while I get, premium choice, I'm like, it just doesn't sound appropriate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, just, the game sounds very edgy.
That's fine.
I want to be edgy.
If anything happens, he'll tell me. For now, I just won't worry about it. See?
See?
Good boundaries.
Trust your good cinnamon roll friend.
Pretty much.
Do this music, the little piano music.
It's trying so hard. It really isn't easy to suppress the symptoms once you've transformed. Doesn't seem like Ian is infected right now, but there's no telling whether he's someone else or someone else might infect him at some point.
That's true. If the virus has always been a risk, though, for at least the last 4 or 5 years.
I pick up a sheet of paper that I had thrown carelessly onto the table. Written onto it, plain lettering, is an address and a phone number.
Okay, so what I'm
Fuck
getting is
this
there's
guy.
only 2 dateable options in this whole game. That's what I'm getting. 2 options.
And that's it.
There were more pictures in the advertisement. I'm not going to call that booger.
I'm not gonna call him. Fuck you.
Screw you.
No, I'm not asking him for anything. I just as I throw my foot at the couch with perfect timing, it begins to ring.
Hey, it's a full moon. I wanted to bother you again and invade your space.
From an unregistered number? Maybe it's from somebody at work. Hello?
Hey there. Good evening. How are you?
You! How do you know my number?
What? Didn't you know it's super easy to find out someone's number nowadays?
Right, because I post it everywhere. On my Instagram, on my Twitter, on my
you.
Reddit. Fuck you.
I just stalked you to your work. It was fine.
Come to think of it, this is the same guy who went and found my address on his own, because companies are creepy and weird.
Yep.
Anywho,
how are you doing? It's a full moon tonight, right?
That's it. I'm really not surprised.
Don't push yourself too hard. Hurry up and come over to my place. It's just a little medical treatment. And you don't want to increase the number of infected people, do you?
Fine? What? No!
You shouldn't leave your house. You're safe at
No!
home. Why would
You're
you do
safe
that?
at home and you're not transformed!
Will the next
full moon work? I do not believe this. Integrity of character is lost.
Yeah, because he had pretty killer motivation at that point. He's like, I fuck this guy. Go away. I mean, not fucking this guy. Ha ha.
Anti-fucking this guy.
Not
Anti-fuck
fucking
guy.
The anti-fuck. The no fuck. If you come on the day of, there won't be enough time to explain. I'd rather you just come by once before that. How about next
This
Sunday?
game doesn't know what to do when you won't sleep with people.
It doesn't. If you don't use premium choices, I run out of story. I need to run you into premium choices.
Yeah, that day works. Be there in the afternoon.
You should tell him to meet somewhere public. Alrighty. Looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah, we should totally do somewhere public. That'd be way more sensible! Anyway, so if you're gonna go see anybody that you don't really know...
Public is a good option.
Public is perfect. It's also great for basically, like, if you're gonna... So we're gonna go to I'm gonna go to something more intense here. So if you're gonna be doing any sort of, like, sexual play or hookup, in person, in public... In, like, a Starbucks, somewhere where there's a lot of people, set up there. As far as I understand, those are the best places so that you have lots of witnesses if anybody tries to pull anything stupid or whatever else.
Or if you change your mind, or if they're not who they seem to be, anything like that.
It's a way to keep yourself safe.
Additionally, it's important to meet at a time of day where the place is not going to be deserted, nor is the outside, so again, you can keep yourself safe while you meet a stranger and potentially become friends.
Yep, pretty much. It's just to talk, nothing else. Goodbye.
I hang up.
I hang up. Without waiting for a response. Next Sunday. I'm just getting depressed thinking about it. I mean, I would.
All right. That's it. That's the episode. You know what? I
am not impressed.
I am not impressed. What happens if we continue? What happens if we don't spend any more currency? Like, can the story do anything?
No, because this is it. Like, there's nothing. Side options. You can't tap anything else.
All right, so we're at 40
about 40 minutes in. Okay, so
we're going to stop here.
Yep. So that was Yaoi Beast Boys.
That was the basically you can bone immediately. I mean, the options might not have taken you that. Sometimes they look like they are going to be that, and they just take you into a romance arc or something else. But honestly, the consent here was not my favorite. It didn't have a lot of dateable options at all. So even if you're
Which
just
is
going
exactly
for,
where we're going.
this is what I'm looking for, I wanted to meet the other boys. Again, there were other boys with other animal traits in the trailer as well as in the initial picture. So, I mean, you know, bunnies are cute. But the idea was to pick up a cute, silly, you know, otome game and go, what is this like? And here, I feel like we've covered a lot of commentary. It wasn't as funny as some of our other Let's Plays because some of them are really, really quite funny. But we do also jog off into social commentary occasionally. So if you liked this or found it interesting, please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, check out our other videos.
And if you want to go play the game, you're more than welcome to go and support the creator. I'm not going to tell you not to enjoy this content or go, like, that's totally up to you. What you do with your free time, seriously,
Enjoy.
guys, have fun.
Also, if you want us to do another episode and you genuinely are into this and want to find out something about it or our take on it, or even us just going off all social justice warrior, please feel free to say something. In the meantime, I'm Liz.
And I am Scandal.
Take care of yourselves out there.
Have a great day. Remember to drink water and take your medicine.
Bye! Bye!